find your way back home. Don't let me drown. Don't let me drown. Don't let me drown. Until you find your way back home. I can't regret leaving you alone until you find your way back home.
Traveling mountains just to find the loudest seas. We set down by the fire, knowing we couldn't hide, but we didn't know that yet. So if you want something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am, 'cause I've been laying under palm trees waiting for the summer
my head again. You had your heart set on me, but these feels they come and go, and they come so easily. Tell me what it is about you that I can't forget, but you're breaking down my walls again just to set me free. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Staying up when I go out, you gotta know I'm all yours. But when I say what's that about, you start slurring your words. Tell me why you have to seem so distant when
Hello.
I hold you. Your fingertips are drifting away, and I
Hello and welcome to stage 5
why do I, baby, why do I love the way
of the Metà di Giro D'talia challenge.
why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling?
Not gonna lie, I'm starting to feel the challenge on my legs. So as you see, for today we have a very special ride. We are doing the PRL half in London, or half, depending on where you pronounce it. Yeah, the basic idea of today's ride is just to, well, we're gonna focus first on completing the route, which is, I believe, is the London 8 many times over. I think 5 times over, if I'm not mistaken. And apart from that, I'll also be looking to do about 1,100 meters of elevation, because we have to complete 600 meters and we're still missing other 600 meters from yesterday's ride. So 87 k's to go, about 1,200 meters of elevation to go. That's the target for today. It's gonna be a long one. We'll take it very easy. Yesterday I did a race. The last race of the Zwift Racing League was yesterday, actually. Season 3. I particularly did not do well. I finished on 30th, but that's in terms of position, because in terms of overall performance was my best race ever. I hit a 20-minute PB. I increased my FTP by 2 watts, so now it's 222 watts. 222, which is like a nice number. It's actually pretty close to my highest raw power ever. Before I had the injury last year, I used to have an FTP of 225. So in terms of raw power, I'm getting back there to the 225. And quite fast. So just as a comparison, when I started the Zwift Racing League 6 weeks ago, I had an FTP of 213, and now I have a 222. So 9 watts gained through the 6 weeks. And this is not doing an FTP test. That's just by measuring the performance during the races themselves. It's pretty good. Like a real world scenario, so to speak. It's not a ramp test or anything like that. However, the 225 that I had previously, the 225 watts that I had previously, they have been achieved when I used to weigh 67 kilos. I think 66 and a half actually. And now I weigh 61. So, in terms of watts per kilo, I'm in the best time of my life, actually. I mean, it's 3.63 if I'm not mistaken. I did the calculations yesterday night. No maps during cycling. But I think it's 3.63. Which is very high for me. Very, very high. The highest I have ever been. So, also, I did a pretty interesting sprint at the end, just to secure a position and an extra point for our team. And yeah, if you wanna catch that up, it's on YouTube. Banner is below, so click on the banner. It take you to the YouTube. All I have to do is find the latest video, if I'm not mistaken. Herd of Mighty Mules, that's the name. And over there you see the race itself. It's edited only to contain the race. Has timestamps. You can jump in, feel free. Pretty interesting race, by the way. It was in Innsbruck, the 2018 UCI course. And that's actually pretty interesting, because a good part of it was actually the beginning was very mild, especially for a Zwift race. We were off the gate at about 6 watts per kilo, which is normal. But then the first minute or so, it decreased to almost 2, so 2.5 I believe, which is stupidly low for a Cat B. Cat B race, that is. And it kept like that between 2.5 and 3 until we reached the beginning of the climb. So it's quite interesting. I was actually discussing the race this morning with a doctorate candidate from UK, and both of us came to the same conclusion that it was a surprisingly mild start, but when we hit the hill, the race actually started. I had a plan to keep riding at a specific, let's say, power zone. I knew how much I could actually do on the hill. But then what ended up happening was, during the first 5 minutes of the hill, I did a little extra work. And at the end, that destroyed me, because I got dropped. Didn't really matter the work that I did, but I ended up doing a good PB on the hill. I've gained 1 minute and 30, something like that, from my previous best attempt, and also reached my 20-minute PB power and new FTP. So all in all, I felt incredible. Like felt pretty tired, but also incredible. So, menu for today is just a very mild endurance ride. I expect this to take anywhere between 2 and 2.5 hours. Well, 2 no, because we're doing 87 Ks. I mean, to complete one lap, it would take approximately 2.5 hours. So the full 87 Ks, about 3 hours, something like that. Perhaps a bit more, because we're not climbing Box Hill like at a massive pace. Just because tomorrow I have a TTT, and it's gonna be Knickerbocker. It's gonna be pretty brutal. So yeah, I'm also thinking of not doing any more TTTs until the end of the challenge. Oh, I don't know. I actually do not know, because yesterday I thought I was gonna die during the race and not be able to produce any sort of meaningful output. But what ended up happening was that I hit my PBs, so I'm not really understanding what's going on. Because before the race I did a 62k ride up the triple loops here in London. So 507, I think, meters of elevation, 62k ride, and it's quite interesting ride. Also endurance pace. Hey, Heralia, nice to see you. How are you doing? Nice. I'm doing fine, thanks. I was just talking about yesterday's race. In the afternoon, actually. So how's the weather in France today? Is it any good? Not yet. I've seen the end. Oh, very hot. Yeah, here as well. So about stage 5, I saw the very end. So I saw what happened with Binia. Yeah, I saw that. Well, congratulations, man. Congratulations to France, man. It's the return of Demar. Demar, is that how you pronounce it? Sorry, my French is completely stupidly bad. But yeah, I saw that part. That was an epic sprint, by the way. Wow. I didn't see the rest of the stage. How did it go? Did you find it entertaining? Was it any good? Is it worth watching? Oh, I see. So it did the same as me. Yeah, I saw it on Instagram actually. I think it was GCN's Instagram. I saw oh, no, sorry. Hill? Was there a hill today? Oh, it should be like 600 meters, right? So yeah. But the sprinters made it through the hill, right? Because I saw a lot of sprinters at the end. So I guess the peloton kept the pace. It's kind of what happened yesterday actually during our race. Our peloton also kept the pace. The only problem was they kept an awesomely stupid pace. So we were supposed to do a hill on Innsbruck yesterday, and the first 5 minutes guys were pushing like 5 watts per kilo, which I mean, a short hill, no problem. We were talking about a 20-minute hill, and for someone who has an FTP of 3.6, 5.0, it's quite pushing. I was dropped in the first 5 minutes, unfortunately. Yeah. By the way, I think I asked you last time, do you cycle as well? Do you ride? Okay. Oh, interesting. So you like to run, cycle, and swim? Cool. Which one of these three do you prefer? Like, if you had to choose one. I personally, well, I love cycling, so I would choose cycling, but I used to be a swimmer, actually, until everybody got taller, bigger arms, bigger legs, and I remained this limp of a man. Okay, I see. Oh, running is not easy. So are you, since you said you're 14, are you training for a specific level of race, or are you doing just for fun, like for as a side activity from school? Oh wow, third in a regional race, congrats, man. That's pretty good. Not for fun, yeah, can see that. Wow. I've never done triathlon work in terms of training, but I do know some triathletes here in Portugal, and it's quite a brutal training. I mean, I guess the worst part is that you have to be recovered from one discipline to the next. But okay, you say that you're not very good, but you came a third on a regional race, so you cannot be that bad. Unless there were 3 participants in even in that case, congratulations, you could have dropped out. Okay. And do you have a coach, or are you part of a team? Something like that? Oh, you're in a club. Nice. That's always a good idea. So I guess your club has some sort of coach, or at least a trainer. Like someone that will provide you with the workouts and what you have to execute. Yeah. I mean, a team, right? Yeah, I thought so. Well, we use the same in Brazil, not in Portugal, but I'm originally from Brazil, and we say club there for teams. So yeah, I get you. And so you do the training with other people from the club, and you said that you were training a lot. What do you mean by that? Like, how many times a week do you train, usually? Six days a week. Oh, okay, that's a lot. So half the time a day, like 5 to 6 hours every day. Jesus. So you're trying to go pro here. Like you're evolving from a junior level, and 2 to 3 years you reach pro. Is that it? That's a lot. How do you manage school and train? That's that must be so tricky. So right now, I guess you're taking a recovery, right? Oh yeah, I know, but even with all your free time, yo, that's a lot of time for training. As a comparison, at your age, I was trying to be a pro swimmer, as I said. So I would train 5 to 6 hours a day on school premises, which was the club, so to speak. Because I was part of the school's club, school's team, I should say. And there was a very big issue between time for training and time for studying. It got to a point where I had to actually give up. Not only because my competitors were bigger than myself and stronger, and was becoming quite tough to be at the same pace, but I was lacking in terms of the studying part. How do you mean that? You don't have like a PT lesson during normal school? Like a physical education lesson? But yeah, just 2 hours a week. But no school club, like I say for basketball. Yeah, I get you. Jesus, 2 hours a week, that's too little. I mean, I understand that in France people like to engage in cultural activities, meaning mostly artistic, cultural more of an intellectual approach, I would say, than it is on, for instance, on the US or even in Brazil. But 2 hours a week is too little. I mean, I don't know. I guess if you're here, you like sports, but no, actually, I found your English pretty good. I mean, I'm understanding everything that you're saying. So, again, don't put yourself down, man. Especially at the age of 14, I couldn't write English at that level. At your level, at your age, let's say. It took me years to learn it. Gosh. Well, you know the trouble, right? We both come from Latin languages, and Brazil also has a lot of France's related word, I would say. Yeah, I guess, but yeah, even so, congratulations. It's not easy to have your level of English at your age, so take pride in that. But coming back to the sport, so how did you get in the world of triathlon? What drove you to be in triathlon? What made you like see that, oh, this is what I want to do, this is the sport that I like? You have a family friend that was already doing? You saw Ironman, for instance, I don't know. Your godfather. Oh, nice. Well done, Mr. Godfather for Hirelia. Or Hirelia's godfather, I should say. That's quite a good influence there. So he's a triathlete, I take it. Wow. Yeah, he is a triathlete. I mean, an Ironman, man. Jesus. I know that I am a bit nuts, but I don't think I could do an Ironman. I can do the cycling, yeah. I think I can manage the swim. But on the running part, that's gonna be well, let's just say that I'm gonna need a wheelchair for that one. Never been much of a runner, unfortunately. So I take it you're training for the Ironman, like to eventually get into the Ironman level. By the way, if you don't understand what I'm saying, just type it, because English is not my first language as well, so yes, why not? Exactly. Aim high, right? I mean, again, at your age, you really should be doing that if you want it. I'll tell you, if I had discovered cycling close to your age, close to 13, 14, I don't know if I had the genetics, but I certainly would have tried to go pro. Even if I failed, but at least I would have tried. Now all that I can do is try to win a Masters race, because I'm 30 plus, so I'm more than double your age, actually. I know it doesn't look like it much, but yeah. There are a few gray beards here. So at your level, what's the distance that you usually do? Oh no. I wish. I wish. Man, that guy, he's not a human. That Spanish fella, he's really not human. I mean, come on. 40 plus and destroying the field. Oh, okay. Oh geez, that's kind of a sprint race. Still 400 meters on swim. Next year I'll do this twice. Okay, so 820 and 5k run. Jeez. Already starts to hurt. Like hurt a lot, I'd say. So for to get a perspective, I can do 10k bike, no issues. I think I have already done 13. But even outside, there's no issue for that. I can do the 400 and even 800 meter swim, but I certainly cannot do 5k run. Yeah. You mean the normal triathlon, right? Not the Ironman. Or the 730, right? Oh, really? I did not know that. I mean, it's way shorter than a normal Ironman, I'd say. Still, must be really tough. I mean, coming up from oh, okay. I did not know that. Interesting. So next year you're moving to the S tier. I'll take it. That's what you meant about doing this twice, right? Two years later at the end. Yeah, and then that's when you can get the pro card, right? So, is there a minimum age to be pro in triathlon? No, if you have the level. Oh, jeez. Okay. So all you have to do is be very good, very young. Okay, gotcha. But at least from what I know, and please correct me if I'm wrong, most triathletes that compete at least in the Ironman are somewhat old, right? 25 to 35 year age range, right? I mean, I cannot recall anyone doing an Ironman with. Yeah, I bet. I mean, it's like any race. Actually, that was something that I was discussing this morning with a sports psychologist. He's doing his kind of a PhD, doctorate on cycling in Zwift and the psychology part of cycling in Zwift, especially after races. And one of the things he actually told me about others' experience was that people realize that races are easier than training rides. But you only realize that once you have enough experience, because before that you think that races are difficult or harder than training. Which is kind of intuitive, right? I mean, you want to train harder than you race. Otherwise, it will be almost impossible to improve. But there is a very fine line between training hard and overtraining. Also, that comes also with age, I would say, the experience. For instance, last year, I had to... this is just an example, but last year I was doing the Via Veracity Challenge. Yeah, that's exactly where I'm gonna get at. I started cycling 10 years ago. Before that, I was a swimmer. Never had any injuries. But I did overtrain a lot. Last year was my first real injury in sports ever. And it was actually inside during a Zwift ride. Or doing a Zwift training plan, so to speak. Training for the Via Veracity Challenge. That's basically climbing the Mount Everest in a single ride. Gaining the same elevation. Have to pick a hill and so on and so forth. So it's quite endurance based, but since we have to train with 100% difficulty on the trainer, it takes a toll on the knees. Now, I learned last year that I had an injury when I was about 20, 21, something like that, on my left knee that I did not know. It was it didn't have the pain effect, so I never felt it, but the injury was there. That injury caused me to have an inflamed tendon during overtraining last year. No, I didn't. It was kind of it was bizarre. I'm not gonna lie, but it was inside. So you have the rotula, the bone that is on the superficial part of the knee, and there is one little bone that sticks beneath it, right above the tendon. That bone that was above the tendon, it had degraded quite a bit and had cracked, but I didn't feel it. I don't know if I didn't use it enough. What was the point? I don't know how I did it actually. Doctor only said that it was like 10 years ago or something like that I did that injury. But that pinched my tendon during the overtraining because the tendon is swollen. And last year when the tendon swelled and the bone pinched it, it almost separated the tendon. So I almost had a rupture of tendon. During the workout in Zwift, my left knee was twice the size of my right knee. At that time it hurt a lot. I couldn't walk for 2 weeks, basically. I had to use crutch for 2 weeks and I had to stay off the bike for 5 months. Yeah. And it all started 10 years ago without knowing. Doctor said that if I hadn't had the first injury, the second would not have happened, more likely. And I kind of believe him because, to be honest, I was a pretty buffoon at between 15 and 20. I would do so many stupid things. I mean, you know how it is. You are young. Not to say that you're stupid, but we like to adventure more. When you get older, you realize that you want to live a bit more. And at least in my case, I do not have the money to pay for too many surgeries. So I didn't want a new kneecap, just like Pronto. And if I continued to do what I did when I was 20, I would probably have done something like that. Oh, wow. Oh, hang on, but that you broke it really well. I mean, 2 months. Yeah, I can imagine 2 months off the bike and the swim and the run. It takes a lot. How did you break your arm? What happened? Oh. Oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear that. Jesus. Yeah, okay. That must have hurt. Wow. A son? Huh. Uh, I'm sorry, but what do you mean by calling it a son? Like a child? Or the actual son? Don't worry. Don't fret. I'll try to look it up afterwards, but it's a curious way of putting it. So after your arm came back to normal, how was your path to recovery in terms of fitness? Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, like the somersault. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, un soleil. Yeah. Yeah, now it makes sense. Okay, sorry. Now I got you. So yeah, in English the term would be, I think, somersault. And in Portuguese, we will literally say Superman style. So, yay! You decided to fly and your bike decided to stay. And that usually is not a very good combination. Yeah, I can imagine, but... I mean, I'm sorry for laughing. I know it was it must have been a traumatic experience. But it's like, I'm also thinking about once that I did that. I don't know if you can see, but over here there's a very mild mark. But that was about when I was 18, actually. 17. And yeah, I did that. So in my case, I wasn't riding for training or anything like that. I was going to visit the girlfriend. And there was this, the turn. It was a dirty road, so no pavement, all dirt. And I was used to going downhill there, which was a terrible thing, because I was brave. And I wanted to get to my girlfriend's house quicker. You know how it goes. But then I pushed too hard. And, well, let's just say that the bike didn't turn. There's a curb on the side of the street. The front wheel got into the curb. And I literally felt like Superman for 2 seconds. But then I met my kryptonite in the form of a wall. And I still carry one of the scars up until this day. So yep, I can imagine that. But thank God that you recovered well. I mean, still, was a nasty crash. 2 months of recovering. That's a lot. And you said that you felt like you lost a lot of your level, your fitness. That was during COVID period. Huh. Well, hang on. Yeah, wow. I'm not gonna ask. But I guess you know what the question would be like. I don't know about you, but here in Portugal, what happened during COVID is that they locked down the cities. A lot. But I didn't understand that. So yeah, here in Portugal they locked down the cities, and where I live, it's such a small city. Like I don't think there are 20,000 inhabitants, something like that. So it's very, very small. So what happened was, yeah, exactly. I can imagine. Nobody on the streets and only someone flying off the bike. There was a desert in France as well. Yeah. I mean, you guys had quite a strict lockdown there. Yeah, it was the same here. Same thing. It's actually that was my point. So, cops would come to the building and check if the people were at the halls of the buildings. So it's quite insane, actually, to be honest. I mean, I get it. You have to be careful with health, but I guess there's a point, right? There must be some sort of limit. And don't worry, I won't tell the cops about that. I mean, some would say that it was karma on you. But I don't want to stress that point out. Don't worry. I'll tell you my part of the secret. I used to get out during COVID at about 11 p.m. So 11 to midnight, where there were literally no cops around, just to get a stroll, just to walk. So it was insane staying at home 24/7 for so many months. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my home, but come on. There's always a limit, right? But then how did you manage to get treatment? Your family took you to the hospital? And then it said that you fell from running from the, I don't know, from your room to the dinner table or something like that. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Second time up this hill and I'm already gasping for air. This is not good. Friends with me, they call my parents and we went to the hospital. Okay. Those are good friends. Stick with them if you can. They're very good friends. Alright, so then confinement started 26th of March. I broke my... Oh, okay. So, you were kind of lucky. If you had to do something quote-unquote bad, you're still within your limits to do it. Okay. And what region of France are you in? I think it's called District there, right? Oh, Hans! Oh no! Don't tell me that. Yeah, the best one by far. Jesus. Yeah, I know. I've been to Provence. I mean, any good tourist that can measure his own heart has been to Provence when he went to hunt. You don't really want to go to Paris anymore. And I'm gonna stop trying to pronounce it in French. Yes, I have. It's quite a beautiful, beautiful place. Don't ask me to remember all the places that I was there because it was about 15 years ago. But I remember the scene, so to speak, how it was and outside. Went to a few museums, went to the palace, not the palace, the gardens. You know, the usual stuff that a tourist would do. But then we went through the different villages surrounding Marseille. Oh, really? Are they like... I did not know that. I mean, they have violence at a high level and things like that. We only stayed for a week, I think, so we didn't experience any of that. Well, we didn't go out at night, so all done. Yeah, actually I do. You're talking about one of the villages, right? One of the outskirts villages. I remember that. At least I remember the name. Messina di Pagnol. The French term Marcel Pagnol. Oh. Well, I'm gonna sound like a very illiterate person, but I do not know who Marcel Pagnol is. I will Google him after this ride. But I take your word that he's a famous French dramaturge. And I also take it that you enjoy theater. Like watching plays and those kinds of things. Yeah, okay. So I live in the north part of Portugal. It's close to the Oporto. Oh, no problem. I can say about Brazil after. So in Portugal, I do live in the northern part. I don't know if you ever heard the name Oporto or just Porto. It has quite a somewhat famous football club. But in any case, yeah, that one. So I live like close to that city. Yeah, exactly. SC Porto, exactly. That one. Actually, it's my Portuguese club. We've just been national champions. Yeah! Go Porto. So, I live a little bit south from Oporto, but that's still on the north region. On a beach location that's called Ovar. Yeah, they did. They did. That was quite nice, actually. So this beach location is the one. Oh, you know Aveiro? Yeah, nice. Okay. Nice. Okay, yeah. So Aveiro, Porto, right in the middle is the city where I live in. Like exactly in the middle. Oh. Okay, that explains a bit. So yeah, if you look in Google Maps, you'll find like Espinho a little bit to the north, and then it cheated me. I can see that. No worries, no worries. It's only good fun. It's not a test. But it's interesting that you at least now know about it. Next to Smoothies, exactly. Exactly, next to Smoothies. That's the place. That's the town. Yeah. Now I cannot give you my address because, you know, confidentiality, but... I mean, it's a very small town. You know a lot of detail by knowing that. And I came from São Paulo in Brazil. Like, São Paulo city. That's where I was born, actually. The 25 million people city. Down to a 20,000 people city here in Novara. So, that's quite the change, I would say. I used to work there in the financial district in São Paulo as a credit analyst. When I came to Portugal about 5 years ago, almost when I actually started cycling for real. Because I had just graduated from undergraduate, right? From my economics bachelor's degree, and I was looking for something more. I wasn't enjoying much of the credit analyst, to be honest. And I changed. I decided I wanted something more. So I applied to a few master's degrees, both in Brazil and outside. I applied to MBAs, this kind of stuff. And I thought, heck, if I'm applying, I'm gonna apply to PhDs as well. But there is very little chance they gotta get approved to one, but you gotta take a chance. I fortunately got approved to one here in Porto, and that's how I came. So that's now I am I do consultancy for technology adoption, like advanced manufacturing technologies. Basically looking into a firm complex or something like that, and trying to make it more digital, more enhanced in terms of communications. Oh, no worries. No worries, man. Yeah, it was also... I'll be back. I just heard Arnold Schwarzenegger in my mind. Yeah, man, you take care. Have a nice training. Hope it goes all well. It was also a pleasure talking to you. Thanks for dropping by. Hey, take care now. And remember, when you're on the bike, ride on. okay. I guess Elev left us. Unfortunately, what a nice fella. And a future pro triathlete there. Quite interesting to see someone at such a small, young age, not small, young age, with a very well-defined dream. That's very curious and very, very good to see. People dreaming and trying to reach their dreams. That's also fascinating to me. And I sincerely hope he achieves, he or she, I don't know if it's a he or she, or they, I should say, they achieve their dreams. And back to our usual schedule. We are 26.1 k's in, 388 meters of elevation, still 43 to go, about an hour in. Wow, exactly an hour in actually. And I'd say about 2 more to go, at least. I mean, we did what? 26 average, 26.5 means we're gonna spend about 4 hours here. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? I mean, if it were just for the distance, I would be at Tempus Fugit, but I really want the elevation as well. Also, we are not racing, so no biggie.
Come in, I could seat you by the fire. Listen, listen, there's something I must confide. I know I said that it'd be fine. I know I made it look like it'd be alright, but I think I learned my lesson, and I'm not gonna let you out of my sight. You can call me killer, 'cause I'll bring you to the light, and it might taste bitter when you're answering to God. You can call me killer as you look into my eyes. Nothing but a sinner, you won't get away this time. You won't
back from the dead.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're all invited to go fucking mental on this motherfucking drop. The countdown has just begun. Are you ready? Let's go.
Now we're back from the dead. We're back from the dead.
Hell yeah.
We're back from the dead.
Are you ready? Let's go.
Back from the dead.
We're back from the dead.
Hell yeah.
We're back from the dead. Back from the dead. Back from the dead.
Rising with each beat of the music is bringing real flames in the fire that keeps burning. We're inviting the night in. Welcome, my heart so
town. I'm searching for the lost and found. But you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air, like a blazing flare. Just stare, cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near, in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares through. I used to run with you through the great big leaves, laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me.
moments of doubt try to keep me down, but I'll put the flame out. You can't get to me. Throw your sticks and your stones, go break all of my bones. You won't ache my soul. You can't get to me. And there is no barricade that I can tear away. Shoot me down to fire away, away. But I'm a heavyweight. I'm a heavyweight. I'm a heavyweight. I'm a heavyweight. But I'm a heavyweight. I'm a heavyweight. I'm a heavyweight. I'm a heavyweight. Push me down to the ground. What goes around comes around. You won't put the flame out. You can't get to me. Say what you wanna say. Go take it all away. But I'm here to stay. No, you can't get to me. And there is no barricade that I can tear away. Shoot me down, go fire away, away. But I'm a heavyweight. I'm a heavyweight. I'm a heavyweight. I'm a heavyweight. But I'm a heavyweight. I'm a heavyweight. I'm a heavyweight. I'm a
I wonder what went wrong today, eh? Why do I feel like I linger? Linger between the words to say, eh? To say the words to remember. Now we're here to take control over your body and over your soul. We're gonna take back everything and lose it all. Lose it all. Lose it all. Feel it in your arms. Feel it in your legs. Feel it on your fingertips and feel it in your head. Just let your body go. Just let your body go. Just let your body go and move to the rhythm. Now we won't go back home today, eh? Until the very last hour. We're still got few more days to slay. It's gonna get so much louder. Now we're here to take control over your body and over your soul. We're gonna take back everything and lose it all. Lose it all. Lose it all. Feel it in your arms. Feel it in your legs. Feel it on your fingertips and feel it in your head. Just let your body go. Just let your body go. Just let your body go and move to the rhythm. I wonder what went wrong today. Why do I feel like I linger? Linger between the words you say. To say the words you remember.
I didn't think we could fall in love. Broken from the start, chained to our past. We had closed hearts. We are breaking free. It's just you and me. We might fall apart while we're all in one. Can we break free? Can we break free? Can we break inside is bleeding, oh, and your heart's bleeding, and all you can see is red. Till you discover it is within each other to forgive and make amends. If I had known then, or what I know now, I wouldn't have said what I said. I took the long road, thought I'd be better on my own. Sometimes what's right is wrong instead. 'Cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you are the one. And I can't wait to see you again. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. 'Cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you are the one. And I can't wait to see you again.
confession, girl, I know you. But you're everything I want in life. We're fighting danger like kung fu. The love I feel is deep inside. The others don't matter. It's honestly us against the world. We're the perfect team. You're my dream, but I just want it.
Can you see myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself? See myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself? See myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself? See myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself?
Oh, baby, if you ever need a helper, you should know that I'll be there day and night. Nobody else can love you better. I'm here just to treat you right. You're the reason I'm alive. You're the only pain I can endure. And when you're not here, you're my dream, but I just want it. Yeah, I just wanna. You're my dream, but I just want it.
Can you see myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself? See myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself? See myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself? See myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself?
But I just want it.
Deep inside, I knew from the start, you my bunny, I'm your Clark. From now to eternity, I give you all my heart. We are meant to be, it's clear to see. My love is bigger than I thought. I got everything I want when I hold you with my arms. Now this don't matter, my love and my pleasure, the key to my treasure. Whatever's the weather, day up and out with you till I die. How many times for you I'ma try? Want you to notice the one and I know this perfect soulmate. I wanna show it my best friend. She saved my life, my happy end in hard times.
Hug it to myself, hug it to myself, hug it to myself. But I just want it.
Can you see myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself? See myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself?
Okay.
Can you see myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself? See myself?
Right. It would appear that we have an issue, I guess. I thought we were having 1,000 meters of elevation, but that doesn't really seem to be the case. Okay. Well, in any case, we still got 20 Ks to go. So I'll rank up as much elevation as I can in these next 20 Ks.
I'm so in love with you, leaning my I'm so in love with you,
in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, for you, for you, for you, for you, for you, won't you let the light shine through? Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, for you, for you, for you, for you, for you,
Oh wow. So, had a cramp. Haven't had a cramp in a while. But yeah, cramp it up.
the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, for you. Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. I rise just like a phoenix, born from the ashes. I take care of my own. Torn down where I stand. You can't suffocate my spirit, 'cause I'm the king of my own throne, my own throne. King of my own throne, my own throne. You'll never see me fall, fall. You'll never see me fall. Watch me reign, and I'll slay them all. Slay them all, slay them all. You'll never see me reign, and I'll slay them all. Slay them all, slay them all, slay them all. You'll never see love go. King of my own throne, my own throne go. King of my own throne.
Porfaro, hello. Hello. and Nice of you to return. How are you today? Oops, I had to put this a bit far away because it's way too loud. Sorry about that. How are you today, Porfaro?
Born from the ashes. Born from the ashes. Born from the ashes.
Nice. How's the drawing coming up?
Born from the ashes. Born from the
Last time you said that you were getting out because of drawing. So, how did it come up? You find it was good? Getting closer to your target, I suppose.
watch me rain, and I'll say them all.
Oh, sorry. I'll try to pick better words. How is the drawing going? You were drawing? Remember last time you said you're gonna leave to draw? What? How did it go? Was it any good? Not sure. Did you understand that? Today I drew a little. Nice. Nice. Cool. Keeping up with the hobby. Very, very good. We are about 3 kilometers away from finishing today. Already almost 3 hours here on the bike. Yo, Gatesy, what's up? How are you doing, man? Glad to have you back. So, we are 3 hours in. And very close to the end, unfortunately. And I am dead. I am completely dead. Not much, not much. I see, man, I see. Yeah. But today, only endurance ride for us. Very easy endurance ride. Had a lot of elevation. But all in all, a pretty good ride. Oh, it was pretty chill. The ride was good. So we did before this, we did a PRL half, the half part of the PRL for London. We finished it, got the badge finally. I had only done the full one, so now I got both badges. And I'm just finishing up the final 2Ks actually, because I'm not gonna lie, I am pretty tired. I only endured because I said I was gonna do it distance wise and elevation wise. So elevation is done. 1075 approximately, 1080. We're gonna finish with the elevator. And then 8740 for the distance. And that's me kaput, man. And so, have you guys watched the Giro today? Seen anything from the Giro? Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh wow, poor Pyro. Well, I get you, but wow, that's I guess I'm sorry for you, man. I hope your sunburn is not that tough, not so painful, I'd say. I gotta be honest, it's been a while since I had a sunburn. But then again, I was born in Brazil, so I'm kind of used to sun. Wait, which outfit, Getsy? This one that I'm wearing, or the one for the avatar, the herd one? I'm taking on Zwift, yeah. I thought it was the herd one. Yeah, I've been racing with them every Tuesdays and Thursdays, sometimes on Saturdays as well. It's been quite an interesting ride, I would say. We just finished the Zwift Racing League actually. So do you race with the herd as well? Or just do the group rides? Oh boy, I'm tired. Not gonna lie, I am tired. I had a cramp before the second lap. Jeez. I joined a few group rides. Yeah. Their group rides are very good. I've also got the kit from a group ride. Then afterwards I discovered the Zwift Racing League, and I discovered that they did it. Like they were one of the teams that are part of the Zwift Racing League. So I decided to join. It's been quite fun actually. I've increased a lot my power, my FTP. Yesterday's ride I actually had a PB on FTP. So new power, new 20-minute power and 1 hour power. Boy, it was a tough ride. We climbed Innsbruck, so you can imagine how that went. Do you race as well, or just group rides in general? By any chance, would 3RR be another racing? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. 3RR, if I'm not mistaken, is... Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember. But the 3RR is centered around racing teams, challenges as well. So the V Everesting Challenge was sponsored by 3RR last year, and it was a pretty good racing. Pretty good challenge overall. Like doing a V Everesting, it's not easy, and training for one, even tougher. And then they also do charity, which is one of the R's. I think one of the R's is like ride, race, or something like that. And the last one has something to do with charity, but I cannot think of the word. They usually do sponsorships for World Bicycle Relief, which is an institution that provides buffalo bikes, the same buffalo bikes that we have on Zwift. They provide to people in Africa. So you race a bit with them, then raise money through donations, and they provide a bike, I believe, every $150 or something like that. They provide a bike. I mean, they try to do their part. But did you race with them? Yeah. They're pretty good people. If I'm not mistaken, their captain is still George Parker Fuller. Very nice. Oh, thanks, Farfire. Thanks so much, really. Thanks for joining, man. You have a nice rest. Take care. Stay safe. Right on. We'll see each other in the next stream. Don't worry about it. There'll be plenty. Mostly just FTP builder training. Thanks, but the odd group ride. Okay. Interesting. And how do you find the FTP builder training? Do you find that it's helping you in getting more power, or at least understanding a bit more about your own way of riding? Is it helping you? I guess that's the best question. Yeah, okay. By the way, I do not know why chat for me is so slow that I have to wait 1,000 minutes to see your response. So I'm really sorry if I miss anything, like the flow of things. That's why I'm keeping quiet. Oh, okay. So you did 1 FTP before the train, Now you're doing the training, the builder. Then you're gonna do another one, right? That's the idea. And when I look that I'm faster. Nice! Nice! That is good. Feeling faster, I guess it's the best benefit that you can get from the training. Even if numbers don't say that. Because at least what I found out is that doing the FTPs, you might not be all well rested, you might not have been on a very good day, might not have been good in nutrition. There's a number of variables that really don't measure you as much as feeling. But if you think that every single ride you have the legs and you can actually perform, that is a very good indicator. That's very nice indeed. And out of curiosity, what's your FTP? Approximately, like approximation. Okay, that's nice. So you should feel something. Right. Hey, don't think that is bad, because everybody started somewhere, and I certainly started lower than you. I have a friend actually that's still on 105, and he weighs, I think, 85 kilos. So, still a good amount of progress that can be made there. And there is one thing that I don't know if people have told you about, but when you have lower FTP as compared to your weight, meaning the ratio, right? So divide the FTP by your weight, and you get a ratio that's known as watts per kilo. You can look at the right hand side of the screen, and you see that. So if you have a low ratio of that, like 1.5, 2.5, increasing that is relatively easy. I mean, I know it hurts a lot, don't get me wrong, but you will see more increase in terms of shorter periods of time from a 2.5 to a 3.0 than you see from a 3.2 to a 3.6, for instance, or from a 3.6 to a 4, just because it becomes that harder to increase afterwards. So this is motivating, in my opinion. I mean, I love to see my FTP grow. I remember I was like, oh, I've gained just like 10 or 20 watts, and I was thrilled. The next time I wanted to go harder, which is not a very intelligent thing to do. Stick to the plan. If the plan is working, stick to the plan. Okay. Yeah, see, chat is very good, but unfortunately, man, I am cooked. And I have already passed my target for today, the 87. We are at 91, 1,117 meters, nearly 3 hours and 10. Around 2 or 2:1 in a group. That's amazing. Really, that is absolutely good. Especially for a beginner, that's very good. Do not think otherwise, really. Most people start with a 1.5. Let me just take this out because I'm listening to other things as well. So most people start with a 1.5 1.6 watts per kilo, and you're already starting at a higher level. That's very good, very good indeed. You have I'm sure you're gonna develop a lot, and I hope you enjoy Zwifting as well. By the way, feel free to add me on Zwift. You can see my name on the there-ish, I think. Or maybe I can write it on chat. Let me write it on chat. I'm gonna go out from the screen just to go to the keyboard, but you'll still be able to hear me. So from here to this side, and yeah, so if you there you go. So yeah, there you go. So feel free to add me, and we'll yeah, no, sure, no problem. I mean, no rush. It's just if you wanna have a meetup or a group ride, something like that, just hit me up there. Send me a message, or I don't know, comment on an activity. And when you send the invitation, I'll follow you and comment on your activity as well, so that we can create a meetup and ride together, if it's okay by you. And don't feel like well, I don't know if that would be your problem, but do not bother about not being the same level or anything like that, because as I said before, we all started somewhere, and I'm more than happy to ride with people no matter their level. I mean, I ride with people that are way above my levels. I did that yesterday actually on a race, and I ride with people at my level, I ride with people with lower my level. I enjoy riding. As you can see, like 91.2 Ks, 3 hours and almost 10 minutes of riding. You gotta enjoy it, otherwise it would be a nightmare, I would say. Okay. So thanks for sticking by. Thanks for getting back into the stream. I mean, so nice to see you back here. I'm sorry for the short time that we had an interaction today, just because it's like I am already past the time that I have to get off. So but let's you can join whenever you want, and also let's chat up to have a meetup on Zwift and ride together. Sounds good. So take care, and thanks a lot for joining again. Take care, stay safe, and ride on. Keep riding, never stop riding.